Welcome to my Alnwick Ford vlog from hopefully a nice morning. It's very dark and it's cold, but fingers crossed. It's going to be a good day, fingers crossed. So I had to walk this pre-dressage start box. Out we go. Quite a nice fence. Attacking fence gets you going. Fence 2 was nice. Fence 3 was nice. Fence 4 was a nice like little combination on a curving line. Nothing too big. Quite nice fences. You could just kind of ride at them, which I didn't really do very well, unfortunately. Fence 1 was fine. Then I just kind of took my foot off the gas. Right, fence 5. I went, oh, jeez, I need to ride. I need to get my act together. Fence 6 was really nice. A bit annoyed where this car was sat, so I couldn't walk my line properly to this element. Quite a full-on corner. Fence 7, really nice fence. Like a lit-up fence. 8, again, nice. 9, this was actually relatively upright. And then run down to the ditch. Whee! And then up to the seat element again. Not as upright as part A. 10, really nice. Oxer. They all ride really nicely. Another little combination. Nothing too crazy. 12, again, quite a biggish table. Now, I quite like this. So jump over this, run down into the quarry. Well, I didn't really run. I seem to have been walking in really slow motion there. And then up to this. But you will see where people have been, like, we're coming into this on an angle. And I was like, oh, no. I'm just going to jump this straight because I don't want to have a silly run out of something like that. And then this was quite monstrous, I thought. Yeah, that was big. Nice little roll top type fence. 16 into the water. Again, really nice. Water was quite deep from what I remember. And then to this little brush, really nice. And then this quite big on, full-on fence for the last one. I really loved this course because it was big, bold and attacking, and there was nothing trappy.
Desperately needed something.
It looks really small.
Cassie not so much, but it's really beautiful.
So warming up, he didn't feel his total relaxed self like he has been at other places. He did settle down a little bit, but it felt like, I don't know, like, you know, if they ever get a fly on their bum and they know it's there, and I feel like if something just moved the wrong way, he was going to just erupt. He also spooked at the corner just before the bell went, which was really embarrassing. But yeah, this is our first try at 100 test. I'm going to own up and say I hadn't actually practiced this test or the halt or the 250 metre circles. So we kind of winged it a little bit. So yeah, but I just thought, we've got to try. You have to try these things, otherwise you just get stuck in the same rut and your comfort zone forever. So up the centre line, we got a 7, no comment. He did feel relatively straight actually. Then we go, track left at C. H, E, working trot, E, turn left. So I got a 7 for this. And then at X, you do a 50 metre circle left. So I got a 7 for this. Truthfully, I was a bit like, oh God, how big do these need to be? Because I'm used to doing them off the track, not in the middle of the track. Then when you go back to X, you then do a 50 metre circle to the right. So I just got a 6 for this and said a little large. And when I was doing it, I was like, oh yeah, that's too big. I knew in my head, but I was like, I've just got to commit to it now. So yeah, it was fine. Like, you've got to try. So between F and A, B, turn right. Then we do F and A, working canter right. A, K, E, working canter. Got a 6.5. Needs more suppleness over the back. I fully agree. He felt really tense, and I felt like if I gave him an inch, he was going to just piss off around this arena. So E, 20 metre circle and working canter. I got a 7, which he did start to settle a bit in the second half, like here, which was better. Then H, working trot, which I thought actually was quite a nice transition. So got a 7 for that. And then C, medium walk, 6.5. Could relax over the back more. Then we changed it in, MXK on a free walk. Got a 6.5, a little rushed. Which, when I rode this, it felt fine. But watching it back, it was rushed. I should have just tried to slow it down a little bit. So that I will take full responsibility for that. A, halt immobilities for 4 seconds. Now, I have not practiced this, and I thought, oh goodness, you have to stand square, otherwise this is going to be so obvious to the judge. But he got a 6 because silly Billy here trotted too quickly, should have been walking to F, and it just said super halt, should have walked to F. So that could have been a better mark if I just paid attention to the test a little bit more. Again, my fault, but thrilled with that square halt. So F, working trot, FBM, working trot, got a 7. And then between C and M and C, working canter left, got a 7 again. So I'm really pleased to get more consistent 7s for his canter work. E, canter left, 20 metre diameter, again a 7. Really pleased with this, and I wish he cantered like this on the other rein because it was actually really rideable. Then we do K, working trot. Felt like he was a bit on the forehand, and then you come straight up the centre line from there. So I got a 7, and then I got a 7, but it wasn't actually a square halt. So collectives were a 7 for paces, 6.5 for impulsion, 7 for submission, 7 for me as a rider, and the comment was a lovely obedient test, needs more relaxation in walk, and watch he doesn't get slightly out of balance in it. So we got a 32.3, which I was actually really pleased with for our first go. Well, when I was walking this, I knew Jock was either going to be super or really spooky, and he was going to love the ground or hate it, because when I walked it, the surface felt really compact, like it needed a really, really good harrow. So I knew it was either going to be all good or bad. But he warmed up really well. There was no course walk from the show jumping, unfortunately, as I left my phone with him when I went to walk it. So yeah, but really pleased with how he was jumping. So he was spooky even going in the door to this arena at the far end. And then he decided when he was up here, yeah, I don't want to go near that door either. So it was a bit spooky. But then he did eventually settle down. So I thought the course was actually really quite nice. First two fences weren't up to height to get you going, and then it was. But my lesson couple of days before really, really helped. But yeah, he was just a bit disunited there, which I don't know why I didn't just change. But really trying, like he wasn't struggling with the height at all. Spooky going down here, so there's a cafe on the left if you've not been to Alnwick Ford before, jumping towards the mirrors and then jumping towards the door he didn't want to go near initially. So yeah, not great, but he jumped it, chipped in through that combination, but still felt really well. Like, still felt like he was jumping well. I should have sat up here and just taken a wee half halt, because he just tapped that and no more, which is a bit annoying. Rider error. And then this is a one stride double, and I thought, right, we've done this in our training, we need to go. So I committed, and he went, oh no, I didn't like it. So chipped in. But then jumped the last beautifully, so yeah. But we had a really quick changeover between show jumping and cross country, and I was near the end of my section too, so it was go. But I'm so thrilled with him, and I hope you'll see just how cool he is, because he is only little. Definitely came out the start box so much better than Blair, sitting on my pony's back. Jump fence on great. Fence 2 was fine until the leaves started wafting in the wind on the plants, and it got a wee bit spooky, but really good. Definitely was riding a little bit backwards the first few, I will admit that. I should have had way more leg on and more leg here, definitely. But this is still only fence 4, so I'd say that's still relatively early on in the course, truthfully. But I knew here, this is when I had to put my foot on the gas and be like, right, we are going, because that was a big table. And then, yeah, he was really good. Jumped that table too, super. And then I just thought I'd be a bit cautious coming to that corner. But yeah, so pleased. I will let you watch the rest, and I will be quiet.
The last two competitors coming forward to the connecting ring, please, for the BE100.
Now, I already have this written down for my winter homework because he seems to do this after a water fence. Just won't trot to the, like, he won't canter to the jump. So that is now on my hit list. So I kept a little secret from everyone and only a few people knew, but as you'll have just seen, I now own a BE100 horse. I am absolutely over the moon with how he skipped around that cross country. So it's been about a week and I'm going to go to dressage. But I thought I'd have a little recap on what happened at the weekend. So it was it wasn't a rush day, but I wasn't really in the mood to film loads for a vlog because I wasn't sure how the day was going to go. I hadn't practised my dressage test, hadn't practised the fact I had a halt in it. I had show jumped around at a training lesson like a couple of days before, so the height was fine. And cross country, I was just excited to attack it. So I am so excited. I can't even begin to explain how thrilled I am with him, truthfully. I definitely rode a little bit backwards the first 4 fences, because I just wanted to see how he felt. And then I knew from there on I could just attack it. And he made it feel so easy, like so easy. And I now have a plan for next season, which sounds crazy. Yes, truthfully not that far away. The time Jock has his holiday, Christmas passes, and the first event's in April. So yeah, April sounds ages away, but 12 weeks after Christmas and I need an event horse fit. I need my horse event fit even. So yeah. I was going to do a wee debrief when I got home, but I was so tired because it is quite a long day. The time you drive down, ride, then drive home because Alnwick's not just around the corner. So yeah, it was a fantastic day. I was so pleased. So amazing to see so many people as well at the last event of the season. I do have a little bit of FOMO that we're not going to Bicton in the ad, but also logistically, Bicton is like a day's travel down, so it's not feasible. But maybe in the future we might break it down and head down possibly next year for it. Mr. Jockey now just has one more event, which is a wee dressage outing. Before he goes on his holidays, which is so exciting. And then it'll be BD this winter, which is a little bit daunting if you ask me. So I apologise this vlog is not chatty in between and there's no show jumping warm-up, well, show jumping course walk. But I do hope you enjoyed it. Got to see how he managed to step up to 100. And if you did like it, please give it a little like or leave a little comment. Let me know what you think. And if there's anything you want to see over winter, please do comment that below because I want to get as much as I can and obviously take you guys with me.